Hello, I'm Kevin Thiele of Future Ready Group, and I'm talking to Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS Small Business, a professional business accountant for many years, including CEO, Company Secretary of a listed public company, partner in an accountancy firm, business advisor for an Australian government grants business program, and business consultant. ESS Small Business is a resource centre for business and their advisors, and highly useful topics such as cash flow management, debtors management, business strategies, buying and selling, succession planning, etc. And all written by experienced hands-on business professionals. Today, we are talking about the characteristics of a well-run business, how to evaluate your business and ways to improve it, and where to get the information. We'll also briefly mention funding sources other than banks. So, Peter, briefly, what are the characteristics of a well-run business?
An interesting question, isn't it? Just what are the characteristics? It's very important that businesses have a plan, have a vision, an understanding of where they're heading. The 5 key areas, I think, are built around having a team of people that have been appropriately trained and motivated and able to do their work, who are enthusiastic. But that won't happen unless the business has a leadership team. Now, it doesn't matter if the leadership team's only 1 or a dozen people, but as long as they're there, the team know who they are, that they're respectful of the team, but are able to develop strategies and ideas to advance the business. And that leads us into strategies. Businesses obviously have got all sorts of various operations, whether it's the manufacturing, the warehousing, the delivery, the office, the administration, and each of those functions requires strategies to be determined. Now, Kevin, I'm sure as you well know that it's fairly difficult to actually implement strategies. You can write them down, you can think about them, you can have the great idea at 3 a.m. in the morning and get up and write it out, but the implementation of it's very important, and that's really the test of the leadership team as to how they implement their strategies to make a great business. And last but not least, you need cash to make all this work in a business. Businesses need money. One of the good things, and we're going to talk about it shortly, in Australia now there's more opportunities to raise equity capital than what there's ever been in the past. So I think putting all that together is a bit like making a cake, but that's the challenges for businesses as we enter this decade of what I think will be considerable change in business operations, the decade of the 20s.
And given all this, whereabouts would I find the information to give me the knowledge to implement these strategies? Is there a resource business like the one you provide? Would that do that?
Yes, we've developed the ESS BIZTOOls package initially, which we developed for accountants and business advisors to help them deliver ideas and suggestions to their clients. But over the last couple of years, we've had more and more small and medium-sized enterprises contacting us direct and wanting to access some of that material. So we have developed articles and some product packages that are available for small business operators, things on corporate governance, articles on how to raise capital, articles on the characteristics of a well-run business. What are the key things besides those 5 major items that I just listed? You can quite easily prepare for any type of business another 20 key characteristics that need to be implemented if the business is going to be successful. So we have that material available. We're continuing to write the material. We produce videos like this virtually every week and conduct webinars for business operators to come to so they can get more knowledge. And if need be, we're happy to introduce business operators to other accountants and business advisors who are specializing in giving business advisory advice to their clients or business improvement services to their businesses, especially if the business operator's client is too busy on something else, such as taxation. And not everyone wants to do this sort of business advisory work, but there are accountants all around Australia who are interested in offering those services.
Yeah, okay. Now, I presume that you have, excuse me, you have websites where we can access all this information. Would you just elaborate?
Yes, the ESS Small Business website is www.esssmallbusiness.com.au. We also have a grant finding website which will assist accountants, but also business people if they wish to be able to identify government grants from the federal government, but every state and territory government in Australia, and there are hundreds of grants, and they're changing all the time. So we try to keep them up to date, and people and accountants can find out about grants and what the application process is. And we have ESS BIZTOOLS, which is the material that's primarily been prepared for accountants and business advisors, but we have divided that product offering up into a series of product packages. And if a small business or a medium-sized enterprise wishes to acquire one of those product packages, they are most welcome to go to our website, read the Learn Mores, which are written for each of the product packages, and then to subscribe for an individual package, whether it's a debtors system, articles on personal property securities register, or indeed on how crowdsourced funding equity raising operates.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. That sounds like you've given a pretty good summary of the services that you offer, and it should inspire people to look further into what's available and how they can improve their business. So thank you very much.
Yes, thanks, Kevin. And just a reminder, we do have a special promotion at present for the start of a new year, the year 2020. Geez, I can remember when we went into the 10 years ago. So that decade's gone pretty fast and there's been a lot of changes. So we do have a special 25% discount on all of our products, including ESS Small Business. And that's available under the 16th of January. So if any of your viewers are interested, please ask them to come through and they can avail themselves of that offer.
Okay, thanks very much, Peter.
Thanks, Kevin. Have a great day.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.